Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Who's excited to live another day? Let us know in the side chat. Who's hyped up? Who's happy to be here? We got one more day in the story, one more day. One more day, one more day, one more day. We got one more day. I'm blessed. I gotta give thanks to the Lord. I'm blessed. I'm here. I'm here. There's nowhere else could top this place right here. For anybody that's interested in real estate, reirevolution.net is the place to be. This is the community to be a part of. Everybody in here winning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We've got David, Jay, Bando, Jide, Beautiful, Jay, Nat, Tiana, Alana, Elijah, MD, Sufula, John, Supreme John, and AB in the audience. AB is a good kid. You know, he gets all his vegetables. He eats all his vegetables. He loves his broccoli. We're going to get the stage started. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited for today. Today, we are going to talk about money. We're going to talk some big money. Who wants to talk about some money? Let us know in the side chat who wants to talk about some money. How to make money. How to make money in real estate. How to make money in real estate. Let's go. David wants to talk money. Kev wants to talk money. Jay wants to talk money. I want to talk money. John, you want to talk money? Anybody in the state in the audience want to talk money? Let's talk money. We got some money in the side chat. We got some money in the side chat. Let's talk money. Y'all want to talk money? I want to talk money. AB. I no longer want to be a brokey. It's not fun
Someone
to be
say
a
money.
brokey. There's my man AB. If it
Somebody
ain't
say
about
money.
money, if it ain't about money with AB, he don't want to talk. AB is strictly money.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Tell him, tell him.
Money. A lot of people say money is the will get you happiness. Money is just gonna buy you. It's gonna buy you time, and that time will give you happiness. So don't think about the money. You got to think about the time that comes from that money. And when you get that time, you're gonna get that joy. When you get that joy, you're gonna get that fulfillment. And that's when you know in life when you're being fulfilled on what you're doing by the time that you're receiving by doing what you like to do every single day. That's how you know you're doing good. You're doing the right thing in life for yourself. Just worry about you. Don't worry about nobody else.
Go! Let's drop some
I had to
fire in the
start the morning
chat.
right with that.
Let's drop some fire in the chat. Let's drop some fire in the chat. That was fire. That was fire.
The broccoli speaking to me, man. I
Oh
think that
my
was a broccoli
goodness.
talking.
Oh my goodness. He's a healthy kid. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Matt.
Morning,
Bob,
morning.
Bob knows. Bob knows what I'm on.
Bob, did you eat your broccoli today?
I always eat my broccoli. What are you talking about?
Matt, you getting ready to move?
Did I miss the sermon?
You missed the sermon,
I
but
guess we
you're
both
right on
did,
time.
I caught the tail end of that. I'm upset with myself.
right?
But one time AB talks and he drops a sermon.
Had to let it out, man.
After last night's events.
Last night was something, man.
On a
Out of
backup.
a movie. Out of a
Yo,
movie.
morning, morning,
Good morning. Good morning.
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 everyone. Hey, so let's get it started. So we got, Dr. Joe, the house. He's looking to sub to his property, and he needs help creating terms that would make sense for another investor to pick it up at. So, I know he's in here now in in the chat. So let me see if we can bring him on so they can, break it down and see what terms would work best.
The pressure is on.
Already now swinging the bat, man. We hitting.
Matt, can you break down some numbers for me for this deal? And okay, sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm still breaking down the numbers on your 4 other deals you DM'd me last night.
Man,
so
I also got this one.
Don't let him lie to you.
They're
They're gonna take you seriously. They're literally gonna think that I literally fucking that's real.
You want me to tell him? You want me to tell him I'm joking?
Hey, John.
Yeah, tell him that you're
won't
joking.
do it.
Hey, Joe, I sent you an invite to hop on stage. I'm not sure if you can get that.
Dr. Joe does.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not letting him on.
What's up, Joe?
Oh, we had massive complaints about like the stage not being accessible.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
Here, Joe.
It has to do with the mobile. It has to do with the mobile access. Like, it has to do with people on their phones. For some reason, they can't get up on stage. I don't know.
Which is crazy because you got to.
I've never had an issue. I mean, I've go my phone several times. I've never had an issue, but I guess it depends on I don't know. I don't know what's going on because I've never had an issue on my phone. But
I've never joined on my phone.
you're on your phone right now. It says you're on your phone.
Does it?
Yeah, it says Matt Riley mobile phone.
He's tricking
I
us.
don't even have it open on my phone.
I don't have a flip phone.
Well, let's talk money, man. We're here to talk money. I want to talk money. I want to know who wants to get rich. Let's talk money.
The money.
That's so crazy. We gotta get Kong. We gotta get Kong on here, man. We got to. He's got to come and join us for a podcast.
You've been saying that. But
he would be.
You guys want to listen? You guys want to talk money? I'm ready to talk money because tonight is the last day of the webinar event series
for
the
31st.
Business Blueprint. Is the 31st. Tomorrow, my new company goes public. So, big deal here. The reason that it's a big deal is because, especially, dude, listen. You guys got to listen to this. Everybody listening, everybody put some fire in the chat if you're listening. Throw me an ear to make sure that you're listening to this because I don't want this to be missed by anybody because this is what I'm about to say is some crazy sauce. So, listen. We were trying to make a situation to where we were trying to find a way to where, because I don't know how many of you guys comment in the chat every single day and you go, if I have a little bit of money, what can I do to get started that can propel me forward? So listen, this offer that I am about to drop tonight, only for real estate wholesaling professionals. So if you are just starting out, if you've been in the business for a few months and just haven't gotten it to where you think you should have by now, and you're just trying to get through those barriers, those bottlenecks, all this stuff. So as people know, I left my partnership with SP Lead on as of Tuesday. I had a great meeting with another company on Monday. As of yesterday, I'm officially partnered with Direct to Deals, which is a Facebook ads and PPC marketing company right now that is doing some of the best numbers in the industry. Their testimonies and case results have been insane for their clients. They have all the testimonials. They have the super pitch deck and everything. Now, listen, right now, if you were to go sign up with them, you had to pay a $5,000 down payment just to get started with them. Now, for my product that I'm launching to optimize the system and implement my system into your business, right now I'm charging tomorrow when the product goes live. For pre-sale, it's been a little bit different. It's been a little bit cheaper, but tomorrow when the product goes live, my product is going to be $5,800 for me implementing your system and working with you one-on-one in your business for 90 days. But listen, this offer that I am dropping tonight is a combination. It is a combination of the two companies coming together to create a business in a box product for real estate wholesaling professionals only. There is no other businesses, no other industry that this is going to benefit. And the offer and the availability of this product is going to only be this price for tonight. So the offer and the price that I am about to drop for you guys, that we're bringing to you guys, that we have authorized. We had a great meeting yesterday. We talked for over an hour on how to bring you guys the most affordable, best value, and also best optimization. But let me tell you, if you miss tonight, you do not want to be successful in real estate wholesaling. You do not want to do deals, because the offer that I am dropping for you guys tonight is so fucking insane that it almost doesn't even make sense for us to do this. It almost doesn't even make sense for us to do this. But if you guys do not come to REI Rev gets access to this webinar tonight for free. Everybody else had to pay a ticket to be there tonight in this webinar on the actual webinar stream, but you guys have access to the webinar through the live stream room for 100% free. And you guys are getting, everybody else had to pay a $75 fee to get access to this offer tonight. You guys are getting access to it for 100% free, and it's only available for tonight. After tonight, the price is going to go up to where it actually should be, but we're making it to try to get a launch and to try to bring you guys the ultimate value. Like, I'm literally, you guys know that I'm not going to pitch anything that I'm not super proud about, but after yesterday, we were both electrified at this offer, because we know that, like, what we are offering you guys tonight, what I'm going to be giving you guys tonight, is such a stupid fucking offer that if you guys say no, you don't even want to be successful. Like I don't ever want to hear it ever again. Like, I don't ever want to hear in the chat, I didn't have the money, or I have money, I don't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. You know, what should I do? What route should I go? If you have a little bit of money that you're willing to invest in this business, that you're willing to jump forward and get started, if you have a little bit of money saved up, tonight I am bringing you guys the best offer to literally jump you so fucking far forward in the business that is literally fucking insane. It is insane. So, you know, so it's just Sam's applying for a credit card right now. So so tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the topic for tonight's show is actually, learning how to develop the best KPIs and parameters for your company, and how to hire and recruit A+ rank employees. That's what I'm speaking on tonight. But tonight is the final day of the webinar series event. If you guys have missed any of the other webinar events from the earlier this month, we did four different events. And if you guys have missed any of those, then you guys can make, it's only $50 for all 4 recordings. Send me a message and I'll shoot you the payment link. But yeah, like, if you guys want those, but don't fucking miss tonight. That's all I can say. Don't fucking miss tonight. If you are at the verge of trying to be successful in this business, you're trying to get something going, you're trying to get started, you don't know where to go. Like, this is the best fucking offer in the history of what I've, like. It's only available tonight. After tomorrow, we're charging full price. But tonight, if you guys want access to change the fucking business and make a huge jump forward, make sure you're there tonight. That's all I can say, because this offer's crazy, bonkers. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I already said that. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can't, even if you buy the recordings.
He's already getting bad questions.
There's no link. You guys don't have to have a link. It's just like every other webinar event that I've done. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You just have to be in this room. You just have to be in this room at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to be in the actual webinar link. You don't have to buy a ticket to the webinar. If you are in REI Rev, you get access to this webinar. You've had access to all the other events for 100% free. You guys are the only people. You're the only people that have had access to all the other events for 100% free. So
we appreciate you, Dan.
crazy. I'm
with
so
the
hyped. I'm
sauce.
so hyped about this. I can't wait to tell you. I'm so hyped. I'm gonna tell you guys right now.
And
Yeah.
that's Celsius,
That's
man.
badass, man.
That's Celsius.
Tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the last time I'm gonna say it. The last time I'm gonna say it. If you miss it, you don't want to be successful. Period.
Dude, I'm creating 15 fake Discord names, and I'm just gonna spam the chat after you what time it starts. But I can't remember what time.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say tonight?
I'm like, thank you, AB.
Gotcha.
There it is. Nice.
All right, man.
Who's got
Dr. Joe,
questions?
take it away.
Dr. Joe.
We got my man Joe up here.
Good
We
morning,
got the
Joe.
doctor.
What's up, Joe?
Doctor's in the house.
This doctor doesn't know how to unmute himself, so. All right. So yeah, I have a three family. It's down in Atlantic City. It's not so much the underwriting of it. It's just really just trying to figure out other ways to get people more enticed. The property does need a little bit of work. It's got a higher interest rate. It's a 30-year hard money loan that we just pretty much picked up not so long ago. But basically, the long and the short of it is myself and my partner is looking to get out. We did quite a bit of work already. It's not in the greatest section of Atlantic City, so we've had to deal with multiple break-ins, which have now stopped since we've secured the property. I don't know how many times. But long story short, the mortgage balance is like around 310. It's a little bit over 8 3/4 in terms of an interest rate. The pity payment's about 3,100. But it's a very large three family where the gross rents can really be just shy of $5,000, depending on if you're doing Section 8 or cash payments. We're looking really at this point, just in terms of an entry fee, we're looking about $30,000 and then. Let me back up. Originally, we were looking for about 60, just so we could pull all our money out. But we were talking with some other buyers, and they were willing to do 30 down and then fund the rest over a period of time. I'm not really sure where else we can go with it. We haven't really gotten too many bites. It's not a grand slam of a deal or even a home run of a deal, to be quite honest. It's really more for a long-term buy and hold investor. ARV on it's close to about 400. What we were thinking originally was, hey, if you put 60 down, even if it's broken up into some form of payments, at least that's less than the 20% down that you would need for even a hard money loan if you were doing, or a conventional 30-year fixed, whatever it is. But yeah, that's kind of the long and the short of it. Top 2 units are renovated. Bottom unit needs a full cosmetic reno. That's pretty much where we're at.
What did you say the loan balance was, Joe?
It's about
what was the interest?
8.75%.
8 point, yeah. It's high.
Dang.
The reason why it
Loan
was
balance
we
low.
bought it. When we did the transfer of sale, it was vacant, so we had to kind of pay for that essentially, and it still is vacant. And then what was the other question? The balance?
Loan balance amount?
310.
Yeah, it's a little bit over 310.
ARV of
400.
I remember Supreme was saying 2 of the units are ready. First floor needs work, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys have an estimate of what that would take to get rent ready?
The top 2 units or the bottom unit?
On the bottom one, it needs work.
Depending on what you're looking to do, somewhere between 20 and 25.
Separate meters?
All separate meters. The mechanicals are actually in pretty good condition.
Any utilities or anything else that the seller or buyer owner would be responsible for?
It would really just be water and sewer, but you could bill back the water if you wanted to. It would be challenging, but
Yeah.
I would say water
How
and
much is
sewer.
it?
Water and sewer right now, it's a little bit over $1,200 for the year.
Year. Okay. Okay, so $100 a month. Okay. All right. Any HOAs or anything else?
Nope.
Do you have a breakdown of the tax and insurance as well?
Taxes are a little bit over $4,500. Insurance, I'm guesstimating it's probably somewhere around $2,000, maybe a little bit more than that, but certainly less than $2,500.
Let's see here. $4,500.
And can you break down your entry fee? You said $30K. What does that include?
So this
To bother you guys, but is there any way we could see the process, see what you're putting into the calculator, so we kind of understand what these numbers mean and why it makes the deal a good deal?
I know Matt's running it through his calculator, so I'm just doing a napkin calculator.
Not 1 second. Yeah.
Take your time. Take your time.
So in the meanwhile, can you tell me please what the entry fee includes?
Yeah, so basically, I mean they would be all going straight to myself and my partners. There's no middle person here. It's the property that we own that we're looking to sell. So we were looking for 30 down to get some of our down payment money that we put down out, and then trying to get the other 30, so a total of 60 out that would cover some of our remaining money that we had in the deal after we did a sale back, and then the renovation money. So basically what we did, we originally had this property purchased for around 2.25, and then we put in quite a bit of work, and then we did, instead of a cash out refi, we did a purchase so we could leverage 80% instead of 75. Problem is we had a squatter down in the first unit and was causing lots of trouble, and the people who she was also housing that we weren't aware of were trying to break in and causing more repairs, which kind of blew up our reno budget. And at this point, we just want out.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I was not aware that you guys are the owners. So the entry fee is really not 30K. That's the cash to seller. That's 30K to you guys. That's what you want. 30 to 60. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. No arrears, I'm assuming.
Everything's
Okay.
all caught up, paid to date. Mortgage will be paid again tomorrow.
No realtors involved or anything that we need to be worried about.
No, all the partners are licensed agents, but it doesn't really matter. We're all
right.
We're all investors.
I'm sorry, how much did you say the rehab was going to cost for that one unit?
About 20 to 25, depending on who you're using, what you're doing.
Okay.
66. I gotta get my calculator. Management. We got sewer 1,200. $100. I believe these numbers are correct. Gross pro forma of 5,000.
Yeah, I think your best bet's going to be a landlord owner. I mean, the cap rate looks like around 6%. Sorry, cash on cash return.
So I'm just using my spreadsheet, which is not the greatest for sub twos, but I'm guessing the principal and interest is somewhere around 2560 plus taxes and insurance, which would give us 3100. Now, doesn't cost zero. Let's just say 25,000 for repair.
Or if you do wrap, then yeah. What's the mix of the units? Are they 2 1s, 1 1? What exactly are they?
It's a 2-1, a 3-1, and then a 5-2.
Dang. Okay. Do you happen to have the square footages of them?
I don't.
What's the total square footage?
Off the top of my head.
Or the bottom of your feet?
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I'm gonna guess somewhere around 3,000, but let me check.
Off just the calculator, if you could rent it for $5,000, if I had to put down 30 grand.
Hey, I'm sorry, Matt. Am I the only one who's having a problem seeing your screen?
Yeah, see it. Let me refresh.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I had to rejoin. I left the stage and I came back, and it was showing for me after that.
Square foot's 2524.
2524. I was just trying to see if my future sponsor is going to be able to work this or not.
Yeah, go on the website, see if they're in the market. Otherwise, you're gonna have to reach out.
Which market is it, by the way? Oh, Atlantic City.
Yes.
So again, don't really pay attention to the numbers because I had to makeshift this to make it reflect the sub.
It's still not showing, my friend. Hang on.
Really?
I'm gonna bounce and come back.
Turn my camera thing.
No. It was showing for me after I had reconnected, but now it's not. Unfortunate. Let's see if I can change something on our side.
I still don't see it.
Supreme said turn the quality. How do you turn the
I'm
quality
going to
down?
switch the server from US Central to US South. Try resharing, Matt. Y'all there? Did I lose connection? What's going on? Dan? He was so still, I thought that I lost connection. I thought I lagged out.
No.
It's locked in.
Dr. Joe, my personal opinion is if you can wrap this, you're going to get a better buyer for it than if you just straight out try to sub to it. The sub to the cash on cash return is 6%. On a wrap, it's a minimum of 22%. So much better from where I'm sitting. Let me share my screen, see if it works. I can't share my screen. Interesting.
Well, it's because Matt's sharing.
Matt's sharing. Matt's sharing.
Now we don't see him. We can't hear him. It's really something else here. What's going on here, Matt? Okay, we got in the side chat. Can you guys hear Matt? I don't hear him.
Nope, I don't hear him. Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
There we go.
Hello?
Hello.
All right. Should I even try sharing my screen anymore or no?
No, you got the screenshot.
Let's work with that.
So again, don't pay attention to any of like the purchase price, because this is a spreadsheet I use the calculator when I'm just running like seller finance numbers or regular rental numbers. With sub 2, we already have term, so I have to kind of makeshift the interest rate and things like that to reflect. So Joe said that his PITI is about 3,100. If the taxes and insurance are correct, I estimate his principal and interest to be somewhere around 2,560. And then taxes and insurance. And I heard you guys talking utilities. I think he said 1,200 annual for one of them. So I imagine sewer and garbage maybe.
Well, that would be 100 for both, isn't it? It's water
Water
and sewer.
sewer combined is 1,250.
12.
Water sewer
1200.
combined.
Is that
So-
the only expense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So let me delete. No garbage?
No.
Okay, nice. Okay. So don't pay attention to that then. So $105 estimated for water sewer, 10% management, 5% vacancy, 5% maintenance, $30,000 down payment. And then I put closing costs at 30 grand. So about, let's just say 20 to 25,000 for the rehab, and then another 5 in miscellaneous expenses. So about 30,000 in that. And if you could rent it for $5,000, I have a cash on cash of 15% at that. Now that's only if I have to put in 30 grand and then 30K for rehab and miscellaneous things after that. At a 330 principal balance. Wish I could like show you what I'm looking at, but
Is that based on a straight sub 2 that you're working it on?
yeah, just taking over his payment. So just giving him 30. So I just ran the numbers as if these were my, you know, if I had to put 30 grand and these were the terms that it would produce. So my monthly mortgage, my monthly principal and interest about $2,560, taxes at $4,500 a year, insurance at about $170 a month, $105 for the sewer, and then 10%, 5%, 5%, and then a pro forma of $5,000 a month. So could be decent.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys looking into this. If Bob, I know you discussed the wrap situation. How would that? Because that wasn't something that crossed my mind in a hypothetical scenario. How would you set that up?
Yeah, you'd want to find an end buyer who'd want to be actually purchasing this property, and you're basically selling your house, your property to them, okay, at a higher price. So you're going to get a higher down payment, and you're going to also get higher monthly payments from it. Do you want completely out?
It would be nice, but we're fine holding. Like we'd be as long as we are able to. I think the partner's decision is as long as we can recover, at least some of our principal that we left in the deal, and then if we can collect money along the way to kind of pay back the additional renovation funds that we put in, I think we'd be okay with that. But if we were able to collect that 30K to 35 up front, I think that would make a lot of people happy. If we were just collecting however many $100 a month along the way, I think we'd be okay with that.
So if that's the case, I mean, if the ARV is 400, let's say you sell it for 395, 400, okay? Get a 10% down on it. That's 40K. That covers your 30K that you were looking for your entry fee, right? And then you ask for anything above a $3,100 monthly payment from them. Okay, so that can be figured out as well. So let's say even if you get $3,100, the new owners are responsible for the taxes and insurance, right? So let's say if you get $3,100 a month from them, I'd probably want to get 35 at least, okay? And then if we go with what Matt and I came up with, I came up very much the same as Matt did as far as taxes and insurance. So that's about $540, $550 right there a month. If you subtract that from the $3,100, that's $2,500. Sorry, $2,600, right? So you're really responsible for $2,600. They're paying that other $500, and then the remainder is cash to you net, which is basically almost $1,000 at $3,500. So you'd be netting $1,000 a month, plus you'd get that upfront fee. And then when they refi you out at the end, let's say in 5 years, whenever you guys decide, then you get the balance, which is the difference between the 400 or 395 and the 310. If you don't want to do that and you just want to be straight out, then you find a wrap buyer, okay? People who do wraps, okay? And then you sell it for a fee. You assign your position to them, and they'll go do all of this themselves.
Okay. I kind of like that first scenario because there's a spread there.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, you get the 30K that you were looking for up front. You're getting
Right.
monthly cash flow while the end buyer is, trying to get refi the property, and at the end you get a nice little chunk too. So
Yeah, I mean, if you can get especially in a 3-unit, you can get an end buyer that just like an FHA end buyer that wants to live in one of the units, rent out the other 2. You just do the financing for them.
yep.
And so an owner occupant is always going to be willing to pay a higher premium than, an investor. So
Yep.
you can get that, like Bob was saying, you can get that spread on the wrap and then still get your money on the back end too when they refinance you out in 3 years, 5 years, whatever time frame you guys come up with. And then they're still responsible for taxes. So you have no maintenance, no expenses, no nothing. You're still collecting cash flow. You got your upfront payment, which you were looking for. Because to an investor, probably once you get past the 30K entry, and then they got to put 25K into it for the rehab and then closing costs, there's probably not a lot of wiggle room for them to pay you. Like say you wanted 60K total and you're willing to take 30 up front and then maybe make payments on the 30. Once they pay you 30, pay the 25 for rehab, closing costs, all of that, there's probably not a lot of spread for the investor to pay you additionally on top of the PITI for your monthly payments on the equity on the additional 30. But an owner occupant would be willing to pay a larger monthly payment than the investor would. So a wrap would be a good idea if you can find like an FHA style owner occupant who wants to occupy one of the units, and then he's collecting rental income from the other 2. Once he fixes up, that unit, maybe he can even, I don't know how bad that unit is. 25 grand's pretty decent for an apartment, but, live in rehab style, or again, just live in one and rent out the others. But if you can find that, if you have confidence in your abilities to find somebody in that market like that, then that's a great option.
AB is in that market, isn't he? He should know the rental market out there. I don't know.
You
if he's
guys are all
still here or not.
realtors too, so you can. I would list it, advertising it as, owner financing.
Owner finance.
Anybody that's got a Zillow account, anybody that's got a, hopefully not. I mean, you guys will have enough spread to be able to pay an agent, but anybody that's looking will now be like, hey, I don't want to go to a bank and I don't want to have to go through all that stuff. And I'm already looking for a multifamily and I'm already possibly pre-approved. Let's just do this route instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'll definitely present that to my partners because I was trying to tell them, I was like, why don't we just list it at this point, because it's kind of crazy. And I understand that there really isn't that much, skin for your typical investor. So this is a creative approach, and I'm all for it. Just want to kind of be done with it so I can move the money to a different project and just kind of recoup some of the funds that have been floating. So that's good. Yeah, no, I appreciate everyone's input.
Yeah, because even if you list it, you're probably going to run into the same thing. You're going to get investors that are going to come in and you're going to list it for 400, whatever price you're going to list it at. You're going to have investors that are going to come and lowball you and all that kind of stuff. So seller financing it yourself is going to be the best strategy for you to be able to lock it in for the price that you're looking for. So again, you got a loan balance of 330, your owner financing it to somebody else for 400, 390, whatever. So you're going to get your upfront payment and lock in that additional 30 or 40K in equity property, plus get your spread on that monthly cash flow, which might be anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. And then you're hands off still as if you sold it. So you have no maintenance, no expenses. You're not paying taxes. You're not paying insurance, nothing. And you can go move on to that next chapter of whatever you and your partners are doing. And then when that person executes and they refinance out, you guys all get paid the additional equity. All good, move on. Worst comes to worst, and this person defaults on your agreement, you get the property back and you redo it all over again. And you pocket that original 30 and all the cash flow you made in between.
Do you set up a like a deed in lieu in that event on something like this? Or you just go?
You could do like a land contract and then you do a deed in lieu. So in the event, like whether it's a performance deed, a deed in lieu. So in the event of a default, the property would deed back to you. I would do it in more of like a land contract. So they don't get deed to that property until they perform and they refinance and they get their own financing. So the property ownership stays with you and your partners until they execute on their financing.
Okay. Thank you.
Or my house is back like that. There you go. Chris Monroe checking in.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. Matt, you haven't met Chris yet, have you?
No, he was on stage when I was gone. I was in the chat though when he was up here.
We got to make the introduction, man.
Oh man, Chris.
We got our man Chris on the stage. How you doing, Chris? Good morning. We can't hear you, brother. We can't hear you.
He's on mute.
Almost at him. Still on mute, brother.
There we go. Boom. Now we in the building. What's going on, party people?
Let's go.
Hey, I love the scenario that was given there because I've gotten multiple houses back on deals similar to that where we put somebody in them, they live in them for however long, and for whatever reason they want to move out or they get the property back, we get to start all over again. I love it.
Do you do lease options or wraps?
My number one exit strategy is the lease option. I'm almost the lease option king, but I ain't gonna claim that crown yet.
It's up for the grabs if you want it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Where is it at?
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know nothing about over there. Is that New Jersey?
Yeah.
That's one of those states they say, be wary, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm down here in Missouri, so. Oh, nice to meet you too, Matt. Yeah, down here in Missouri is kind of simple here. We close those deals through a real estate attorney every time. We don't really have to, but we always do, just in case somebody comes back later and say we tricked them or, oh, we didn't know that was it, and I didn't know that non-refundable option fee or that consideration that we pay, we don't get that back. They try to play games, or if they try to play games, we have a star witness and that real estate attorney if we need to go to court in the future.
Yes, sir.
It sounds like you might have another mic you're trying to use, but it's switched on like a different one. There's a large noise that's coming through the mic.
1 second.
If you're on Discord, do you see the mic button next to leave the stage? There's a little drop down, an arrow that points down there. You might be able to see under input devices a different input device. I think that might be it.
Better now, right?
Perfect.
Does it sound better now?
Oh yeah.
He's learning quick.
This Discord, I'm still learning it. I had to put it on this big mic versus whatever mic it was on.
There you go. Hey Chris.
Technology is our friend, ladies and gentlemen.
This is your third or fourth time using Discord, right?
Third time, and I'm becoming more adept and learning more how to do this. And one day I'm going to be an expert like you, John.
Let's go.
I've been here 5 months, and you already know more than I do on here.
Oh, damn. I didn't even know you could go live in this thing. I said, wow, there's a whole community and stages and audience, and people ask questions. I love the community building here. Doing a great job.
Thank you.
Step right up.
Grateful to be a part of it. We got a great community here, a lot of great people, great opportunities. REI Rev, discord.gg/REI Rev.
100%. Have you thought about getting a domain and like a regular domain and then just have it go forwarded to that?
That would be good. That would be good. We could do reirev.com and have it forward to the Discord. We got reirev.com.
Because I'm all about pumping up my own stuff. You know what I mean? Discord's great, Clubhouse great, Instagram great, YouTube great. They all great, but I like to send them to my domain so I control what you see because we don't want to pump up everybody else. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that. I like that.
My entrepreneurship juices are flowing all the time, kind of like Dan.
The lease option king has spoken.
Sometime. So yeah, some of these deals.
I'm in.
100%. Yeah, some of these deals I end up using the end buyer's money to even close the deal. With some of these deals when we structure it, like one now we just got under contract and we don't close until like the end of next month. So I mean, all of that time I've been sourced a tenant buyer to move in. That's what we call these rent-to-own tenant buyers on a lease option. We'll probably end up using their money to close the deal. So I mean, it just depends on if we find somebody in time or not.
What's your favorite what's your favorite price point for lease option properties?
I don't have a real favorite price point. I'm all more so about the entry fee. What does it cost me to get into the deal? What could I possibly get from somebody that wants to move in it? We aim to try to get about 10%, but sometimes we get that, sometimes we get more, just depending on the area and the condition of the property. But they're really not that price sensitive on the creative side, what I found when we dispo these deals. So I'm trying to get in them low and get a big old check on the front end.
What, any specific parts of Missouri?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah, all of my holds are in St. Louis. I've done some deals in other places, but everything I hold is in this market.
I
love the hat, by the way.
Exactly what it sounds like, Dan. Exactly. I swear to God, as I'm watching it, I'm hearing it, and it sounds just like that. I got 3 closing in St. Louis today, right now. I like St. Louis a lot.
What? Let me buy one of those in St. Louis. You didn't tell me.
Got it. One on Picayune Avenue. I got one on John Place. I got one on Kilgore. You guys had a bad storm down there a couple weeks ago, and one of my deals got postponed. A tree fell in the backyard the day before closing, so insurance claim, the whole deal. So we're taking care of it.
Wow.
I like St. Louis a lot. Rents are decent, taxes are cheap, good rental market, good solid houses, good purchase prices. Big market too.
Yeah, and that's the thing, if you can't make it here in St. Louis, just quit real estate. No, I don't want to tell anybody to quit.
No, it's true. It's a good market. Got a lot of renters and a lot of people that are renting that probably want to be owners too out there. So it makes it good.
100%. Is there still a sound coming through? They saying or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Helicopter.
Yeah, so he's got a whole movie back there. He's got a whole action movie in the background. He's got the helicopter. He's taking the machine gun. He's shooting the machine gun out of a helicopter right now.
That is funny, man.
We'll have to get it fixed up, but I'll work with you. We'll make it happen.
What did you say?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Matt's trolling. He's trolling.
I couldn't hear.
I think Cole's been up here.
Yeah, Cole Tone.
Up here for a minute. I think they
He
got
was
a
trying to
question.
find that meme. He was busy trying to find that meme. He got distracted.
Cole, you still there?
Colton.
This is the
Can you hear
way.
him? I can't hear him.
And
Oh, okay. Nah, he's there. He unmuted.
What's got Matt smiling so much today? Matt's smiling today.
I need admin I need to be able to delete.
Admin privileges.
I need to be able to delete things out of the chat. And I need to be able to remove people from the chat.
You have those abilities.
You guys keep saying I do, and I either do.
You
or
have to
don't.
turn
I do
on. You have
something
to. You
or
have to
I
put on two-step authenticator on your Discord. That's the thing you have to put your two-step on, so you get access to do that kind of stuff. It's like a safety precaution. When Discord servers get really big, they make you add a little bit of security to your accounts.
Shit. There it
You guys are in
is.
trouble.
You got the bucket hat on now. Now we're in trouble.
You guys are in big trouble once
My
I do
connection. I can't see
that. Once I do
anything.
that, you guys are in big trouble, misters. No Colton? What about
Colton.
John? What about that seller finance deal?
I want to talk about it if you got some time. I've been trying to pick your mind.
Well, just enough. Enough. This seems like the perfect time, but you tell me.
Let's chat. I'm ready now.
Privately. Wow.
No. I'm ready. I'm ready right now, Matt. Are you ready today? I'm ready. Let's talk. I'm ready. So she wants 80 grand. Well, I don't know if it's too high. I think it's realistic. I think, listen, the house fixed up could go for 115 grand. 115 grand.
Okay.
It's in as is condition. It needs probably, I'm assuming, a complete renovation. Okay? But the lady says she wants 80 grand.
Okay.
But she's open to allowing us to make payments to her over time. So, with that being said, I want to know, is there a way that we could structure some sort of terms with her
Yes.
where we can give her maybe little money down and small money every month while we cash flow, and what that has to look like, because the only thing that she's really concerned about is she wants to have some sort of interest. She doesn't want to just cash this out because she thinks it'll put her into a higher tax bracket. She doesn't want to pay 40% of her gains to taxes. I understand that. And so that's why seller finance is an interesting opportunity for this seller, because they would actually net more money because they get that money over time. They pay less in taxes. Is that correct, Matt?
Yeah, I mean it's.
Oh my goodness!
I'm doing damage control in the chat right now. I need my own moderator.
Goodness.
I need my own. I'm taking applications. Okay.
Done.
What are the actual numbers? Do you know them in terms of rents or what it would rent for, or anything like that?
Let me get those numbers. I don't have them right in front of me.
Where's this property located?
Birmingham. No, St. Louis. No.
Oh,
Louisville, Kentucky. That's where it is.
Come
Louisville,
on.
Kentucky.
You're
That's where
such
it's
a
at.
teaser.
yeah, what was that? You just hit everybody's sweet spot right there on stage, and then just.
Hey, if you're in the audience, you should be definitely taking notes. If you hear that these people want deals there, I'm sure other buyers do too. So maybe you should mark it there. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up here. If you just give me one quick second. Hey, I'll tell you what, Matt. I'll tell you what. Maybe I don't know if you're open to it, but you maybe might be able to call this lady if you're interested.
No, I don't call without information.
Valid. So let me get that information for you, sir.
Confirm personal info.
What's her name? Heather.
Yeah, we got a lot of emails coming in right now. There's a lot of. Got four closings today.
Boom. So should I just call her and get additional information? You tell me what information you're gonna need.
Just what do you like? Look up on like Rent-A-Meter or something, like what the, or anywhere where like what the rent.
Probably like $1,000 a month. It's
What
close
is
to
it,
a
two-bedroom
university. It's
2 or 3 bedroom?
apparently, hold on, wait, because she told me that this was wrong. I here. I'm just pulling this up. I don't even know if I can share my screen. My Wi-Fi is kind of lagging a little bit, but. So we are looking at a 2-bed, 1-bath, 1922 square foot house, single family house. Okay, let me try to pull it up here. I don't know if my internet will allow me, but we're gonna give it a shot. Okay.
I see it.
Perfect. So,
2-bed, you said?
2-bed, 1-bath, 922 square feet.
Hold on. Keep it right there. Hold on. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. 4100 South 3rd Street. 3rd Street, Louisville. 2-bed, 1-bath. Yeah, about 900 to 1100 bucks.
Okay.
25 comps within 1 mile. So we'll just do worst case scenario 950. 950. Okay.
So she said she just wants to be done with it. She said it's about 900 to 1,000 for taxes. She says she doesn't have an estimate for the insurance, so
Yeah,
I might
it's-
have to
8,000 to 1,200 bucks a year.
for insurance as well.
Yeah, I always estimate like in a market like that, it's usually pretty safe for like a price point like that in a market like that, like Midwest, anywhere that's not like tornadoes and crazy stuff like that. I would say about 1,200 bucks a year, like for just standard